Okay, so today's class we will be continuing with examples of hire purchase. We have a question here that says in a basic week, which is 38 hours, overtime during the week is paid at time and a half, overtime on Saturday is paid double time, whilst on Sunday overtime is at triple time. Now your basic rate is $8.96 per hour, and overtime of 15 hours on Monday to Friday, 3 hours on Saturday, and 2 hours on Sunday. And they're asking us to calculate his gross pay. Now, this is a lot of information, and I would always say there are 3 steps to working out any question effectively. The first thing we do is read and understand what they are asking us to do, what they are asking us for. The second step is to find a way to brainstorm ways to work it out. And then the third way is actually putting pen and paper and solving the question. So the first part, we read it. We understand what they are asking us for, which is his gross pay. Now we're going to think about ways to work out his gross pay. We know that we need to work out his pay without any overtime. Then we need to work out his overtime pay. And then we add them together to get his gross pay. And now we do the third step to get to working it out. So we work out his basic wage. And his basic wage will be for the week, right? Which is your basic rate multiplied by your basic hours. And this will be, what is his basic rate? His basic rate is his hourly rate. So we should learn these terms. And his basic hours are his weekly hours, how much he works for the whole entire week, right? This will now be $8. So we looked through the question and we saw where they said his basic rate is $8.96. So we multiply that by his basic hours, which is 38 hours, right? So basic week, all the hours he worked for the week, his basic rate, how much he gets paid per hour. So all we have to do is multiply the amount of hours he works for how much he gets per hour. That will be 38 hours. And our answer will be so now that we have his basic wage, we have step 1. Now we need to calculate his overtime wage. But they didn't say one particular thing about overtime. It's broken up. Between Monday to Friday, he has time and a half. Saturday, he has double time, and Sunday, he has triple time. So we need to work this out separately. So Saturday, we know that it's, Monday to Friday. So do everything in order. Monday to Friday is, we know that it's time and a half. So what would be his time and a half rate? We always need to find out, in order to work out his time and a half rate, we need to remember that everything is based on our hourly rate. So his hourly rate is $8.96. So his time and a half will be, his time would be 8.96 plus a half of time will be a half multiplied by 8.96. That's how we work out overtime. So time and a half, time means your basic rate, and a half means a half of your basic rate. So that would be 8.96 plus a half multiplied by 8.96. which is 13. I recommend you doing this in steps. So let's do that. 8.96 plus, what is a half by 8.96? 4.48. And then when we total that, it would be 13.44. So this is his overtime hourly rate for Mondays to Fridays. But this is just for 1 hour. So now we need to find out his total, right? His total for Monday to Friday. How many hours did he work for from Monday to Friday? Head back to the question. And they said overtime during the week is paid at time and a half. So let's go down during the week. During the week, he worked 15 hours from Monday to Friday. So we know that we multiply 13.44 by 15. And we get our 201.16. So we are finished. We are finished with Monday to Friday. Now we do Saturday. And Saturday is calculated at double time. So remember, what is time? Time is your basic rate. So if it's double time, then we know that's time by 2, right? So time plus time, or time multiplied by 2. So that would be 8.96 multiplied by 2 because it's double. And that gives me 17.92. And that's it there for my 1 hour of overtime on a Saturday. How much hours did we work on Saturday? On Saturday, 3 hours on Saturday. So now we multiply 17.92 multiplied by 3 because he worked 3 hours, which is 53.96. Now, lastly, we do overtime for Sunday, which is triple time. And we know now, because double time is by 2, triple time will be by 3, which would now be 26.88. And of course, that's for 1 hour. So we find our total for how much hours he worked for on Sunday, which is 2 hours. So 26.88 multiplied by 2, which would now be 53.76. Great. So we have our basic wage. We have our overtime for Monday to Friday, our overtime for Saturday, our overtime for Sunday. So the gross now will be the sum of all. So this will be his basic week plus overtime, or rather total overtime, which would be what's his basic week at the top? 340.48 plus the first overtime we have 201.16 plus the next one 53.96 plus last 53.76. Oh, it's close. 53.76, which would be equal to, we sum that up, 49.36. And this is how to work out overtime for a week with different overtime um, periods, time and a half, double time, triple time, by the different hours. Calculate that, add it back to your basic week, and you get your gross total.